Hey guys, today I'm going to be talking about how big a degu cage should be. This video was requested by ThexWizzyz, I think it's called, or the ThexWizzyz, I don't know. ThexWizzyz. Link to his channel will be in the description. And also at the title of this video, the name should be up above because you requested it. And that's sort of like a shout out. Alrighty, so let's get started. So first of all, I just want to let you know there's websites that you can put dimensions into for cages, and they can tell you whether or not that Scrumptious, what are you doing? Oh, he's eating his salt lick. Okay, whether or not that cage is appropriate to house a degu or not. So that's always helpful, but not all of them are accurate because they actually, they can't tell if, because it's always like width, height, and length. So they wouldn't be able to know that you have like a level across here that's a full level the size of the base, or if you have another level up here or whatever. They can't tell. Because it's just a computer. So definitely keep that in mind if you find a website that has dimensions for your levels and stuff. That's great. I have not yet been able to find one, so yeah. Also, I recommend cages. I'm not actually going to be able to recommend exact dimensions for you, but I do recommend cages with multiple levels. I don't like cages that are one level. I don't think they're appropriate for degus because, as you can see, Scrumptious loves jumping. All my degus love jumping. They're not always the most graceful, and a lot of times they trip and fall over themselves, but really it's important that they can jump and they have that space. I currently have Baby, my one degu. If you watch my videos, you know. He is in a 1 level, 29-gallon long tank, and that's fine for him because there's only one degu. I have plenty of interactive things in there for him. I would love to have him in a rat manor. And as soon as my parents are done fixing up our basement, we're renovating it, I'm going to have a room down there, and I'll be able to have a rat manor for Baby. So that should be in a couple months. I'm getting off topic here. Okay. Sorry if my voice is a little gravelly or whatever. I have a bit of a cold. Also, with each level, your degu should be able to stand up on their back legs and reach, and not like hit their head on anything. Should be able to stand up fully on each level. Scrumptious can not stand up fully on this level, but because this is really, like the main levels, they should be able to stand up on. Also, I recommend no plastic bases because they're just, your degu will chew through them, I promise you. I've had several degus chew through plastic base cages. They're really not appropriate for degus and they shouldn't be advertised for them. Make sure that if you have wire bases on your cage, you have something to protect their feet and it's not totally wire. So I have bedding on the bottom level, which is great. This level is wire, the ramp is wire, and then this level is wire. Now what I do is, Scrumptious moved his food dish, but I normally have it in this corner. Hi! I spread the hay out, and then he has a mat that goes across here. So for the most part, it's only really this part and this level that are wired. You want to just do that to protect their feet. Scrumptious's mat is in the washer, and I only have one for him right now. So he'll have to go a couple hours without it while it's washing and drying and stuff. But I'm definitely going to be sewing more from like old clothes and stuff. Make sure you don't put any cotton if you're going to be protecting their feet by doing that. Oh, he just peed. I don't know if they caught on camera. Okay then. I'm just looking at my list here at a couple things I wanted to cover. Excuse me. DIY cages are amazing. You can make your own cages, and I think that's amazing. I'm not great with tools. I've never really done like a project with tools before. Otherwise, I would have them. I really would need my dad's help to build something like that. So that's something I'm thinking about doing in the future. As degus do live really long, eventually maybe I'll have a couple DIY cages. DIY, yeah. I don't recommend this cage for more than 2 degus. For 1 degu, this is a mansion. For 2 degus, this is appropriate sized. For 3 degus, it would be too crowded. Do not put 3 degus in a rat manor. The bigger, the better, really. One thing you can do is put multiple cages together. So if you don't have money to buy, like, because this is the cheapest cage I've found that I think is appropriate for a degu without getting a bigger one and really breaking the bank, like, and it's only bigger by like a slight bit. There's like cages for like $300 that are smaller than this cage, just a little wider and are 1 level. And so you guys know I have 6 babies. Well, they're not really babies anymore. They're several months old. But yeah, I still call them my babies because they are my babies and they're so tiny. They're about almost the size of a full-grown degu. Like, they're about probably a little more than halfway grown. So they're my babies, and I have 6 of them, and my parents let me keep them, and I'm so thankful for that. Oh my gosh, I love my parents so much for letting me keep them. So I couldn't buy a humongous cage for them. So what I did was I already had 2 Super Pet multi-level cages, and I combined them. So I flipped one upside down, and then I tie wrapped all the way around the cage, and then I dropped the bottom level under, like, in between, and then put the shavings and stuff in. And right now I have like one like massive cage that is up to my chin height, and I mean, I'm pretty short. I'm 5'3", and so the cage is basically like 4 feet something probably tall. So that's really awesome. And I can just show you that really quickly. It does need to be cleaned. Today's cleaning day. I sweep off the levels every day, and mostly it's just hay and a couple poop, but yep. So this is a cage, and sorry that there's a shadow. I actually have like this light here because you couldn't see in Scrumptious's cage before, and it's very yucky out today. So yeah, so it goes all the way down to the bottom. It's got 6 half levels of like these blue levels. I added this corner litter box to add a level. Has several ramps, and I have 6 degus in this cage, and I feel that is appropriate, and they all have plenty of room. Even when they're all on 1 level, like if they were all to be there, they still have half a level. So with 6 levels, that's a level per degu, plus the corner litter box level, and the base level. There's plenty of room. So basically, all I can say to you guys is use your judgment. You know how many degus you have or how many you're getting, and you should be able to say, can my degu jump in this cage? Can my degu run around in circles? Can my degu, you know, just ask yourself that. Can my degu stand up fully on each level without hitting their head on something or being hunched over? So ask yourself that, and hopefully all the answer to your question is yes, 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 my degu can do whatever it needs to do in this cage, and then you'll know whether or not that cage is appropriate or not appropriate for a degu. And again, I'm sorry I couldn't give you exact measurements, exact, like how many levels, but really it depends because all cages are different. Some cages may be taller, some cages may be wider. It's all up to the specific cage specific, sorry, not Pacific, that's the ocean, the specific cage you pick out. So hopefully this video helped you a bit. I'm going to go upload this, and I hope you enjoy. Comment, rate, subscribe.